I guess the question to that is, why do you think people are so enamored by gang mentality when it's ultimately kind of a bad thing? I mean, I think you guys could both attest to that. That like, obviously, it's not the best thing in the world, right?
Yeah, I think it ain't really about like, that's one side of it, the violence and the bang and all that extra stuff. But I think it's more the love that niggas get, that they show each other, the bond. You know what I'm saying? That you get, that you don't get from, you know what I'm saying, the extent that motherfuckers will go through for you, like really will kill for you. You know what I'm saying? And give you their last, the shirt off their back. That's love like you don't even get from your brothers and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I see.
Like your and whatever. They won't go through that extent, you know. And that's probably the majority.
It keeps you going. Like, that's what I always say. I always say some of the bondhood and brotherships that I have with some of my homies from my neighborhood, or friendships that I made with people in there, is priceless. You can't pay for that. It's like, it's like that, you know?
But why do you think like listeners, like viewers, right? Why do you think they're so enamored by
infatuated by that shit?
Infatuated by it? Because obviously if those mainstream artists who are not really about it are singing about it like they're about it, or relating to other people who are about it and like making themselves close to it so that they look a certain way or appear a certain way to the audience, like, because they're willingly doing that in the music. Why do you think people are so enamored by it?
Because it's stupid. I don't know, because they can relate to it. Because everybody has somebody that's incarcerated. Everybody has somebody that's been in that lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, because...
it's different,
yeah, Cali's the home of the game.
That they wouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers want to do it, but they don't got the nuts to do it. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers talk that, but when it's really time to, get active, it's a whole different ball game. You know what I'm saying? I done seen the hardest freeze up in the riot. You know what I'm saying? Like, the hardest motherfuckers, you'll never think, like, this nigga's gonna go first. The hardest motherfucker check in or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody, you got somebody harder than you, I don't give a how hard you is.
Yeah.
There's somebody out there that's harder than you. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna call your bluff, and the test always gonna come. You know what I'm saying? If you live in this lifestyle, you finna get tried on God in heaven.
Yeah.
So
do you think though the audience is because it's just because it's different and they're like interested in it?
Yeah.
They glamorize the nosy. They want to see. I don't know what the.
It's just
that's a good question.
It's just interesting how it is glamorized, and like it's also
why are people so into it?
Yeah, and like how mainstream artists like kind of rap like they're about it, but they're really not, right? Like, what's the point of that? Just to seem like you have relationship to it,
to look hard.
I mean, they idolize that shit. You know what I'm saying? And
everybody wants to be a gangster.
Yeah, basically.
Is it a good thing though?
It happens. It's not a good thing. I'll say just product of my environment. It happens. That's just the way it is. It's a beautiful struggle for me. It happened, and I overcame that, and I'm telling my story. You know what I'm saying? On my side,
pros and cons.
Yeah.
Could be good in some instances. In some other instances, it could be bad. You know what I'm saying? You walk up to it, and when you first hit the yard, like, or whatever, even the county jail, me personally, I throw my mat down. I don't even roll my mat up, roll and lay down. I walk around that mother and see who the is in there. You know what I'm saying? And get it over with. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna lay down and sleep. Niggas just boo-bopping me in the sleep. I was saying, you're not finna go to sleep off top. So, but at the same time, niggas just see that and like, oh, this nigga really with the business. And, but it is, as opposed to you gonna lay it down, you trying to hide up in that motherfucker with your
like avoid it,
like avoid the shit. Yeah, motherfuckers trying you off top. Like, nigga ain't gotta hit me up. I'm hitting niggas up.
They just pick up on that cue.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What kept you personally like so much in the cycle of like coming back?
Chasing the bag. You know what I'm saying?
But how, like in prison? How are you chasing the bag in prison?
In prison? Oh yeah. I mean,
I'm saying like getting stuck in prison. Like, how did you get stuck? Back and forth.
Yeah, chasing the bag too. Just shit, yeah. Oh God, I'm going on visits, swallowing weed, dope. You know what I'm saying? If I lost my visits, I'm sending niggas out there to go get it. You know what I'm saying? And grinding, because I done lost all my privileges. I can't even buy food, you know what I'm saying? From the, regular people. I gotta get my money through dope. You know what I'm saying? And flip the dope to get my food. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
But how are you actually doing that from prison
Happy car.
same
without
way.
giving too much information?
Same way, Cash Apps. You know what I'm saying?
So you have a phone?
Where there's a will, there's a way.
I mean, yeah.
Because I've seen people film videos in prison.
Yeah.
Like, how is that even happening?
Yeah, I
Man,
kept
you
the
got
phone.
criminals. You got some smart people in there. You got some really smart people in there. Where there's a will, there's a way.
You were able to keep a phone?
Nothing's impossible, man.
Yeah,
Nothing
I done
impossible.
paid 15 bands for a phone before.
Yeah.
15,000.
15,000.
I've seen people pay
That's
8,000 on
because it was-
COVID.
Just because it was only one left. Niggas was outbidding.
So they can just go on the
8,000,
internet and stuff,
7,000.
social media. Like, what are you doing on the phone?
Man,
Trying
I
to
was-
make moves too,
I was-
obviously.
Yeah, absolutely.
It'll make the money yourself back.
Yeah, you gonna
When
make
you
the
buy a
money
phone, it'll make
ASAP.
yourself back. It'll make the money back. You're tapping in with all the homies. Now you got a phone.
I was addicted to Pornhub. Shit.
At one point I was too, so I understand that.
I use
That's
X
crazy.
videos.
You use X video.
Yeah.
I had to stop. That's one of the worst addictions of all time.
Shout
man.
out to Valentina Jules.
Yeah,
My baby Valerie
you're
K.
so dumb, bro. It's so funny.
Tell her I want her for video. Valerie K.
Oh my god,
Oh, shit.
Lily Lou. It's popping.
bro. Were we talking before you came, or when you came, and before we hopped on the pod? But working out, because I've always had this perspective of working out in prison, because I think people see movies forever. It's like people in the yard bench pressing. It's not like that.
Hell no.
There's no equipment.
Hell no.
Just pull-ups, dips. You
And the
know what
track.
I'm saying? Yep, track. Yeah,
So it's all
they
body
used to-
weight.
Yeah.
They got
used to
water
have
bags
weight-
in the cell?
Yeah, water bags and book bags. Like
Water
that.
bags.
Yeah, the trash bag, fill it up with water.
Or how
Okay.
lay the homie on your back. Weight resistance.
Yeah. I was gonna say that makes sense. But how was that? Because like you honestly look like, I mean, you said you're 52,
Yeah.
which is another thing to talk about. But you stayed in shape throughout,
Yeah.
because you're not just a skinny.
I work out every day in jail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, till my body shut down. It was like no off days.
Yeah. Well, before we got on too, you talked about just the politics of prison, and it really is that separated with like water fountains and what people are
Yeah.
doing.
Blacks, well, Mexicans water fountain over here. Blacks water fountain over
Even if
here.
you're not involved-
Showers, black shower, Mexican shower. You know what
Even
I'm
if you're not
saying?
involved with none of the
Tables,
shit.
all that
phones.
shit.
Is it true that like if you're in, you have to kind of be involved somehow?
Yeah. If you go,
Like if I went in,
you're gonna go with the whites.
I have to.
Yeah. You can go with us.
The Serenos or the whites, or yeah, for sure.
LA County probably wrote the Sureños and the whites.
Yeah.
Honestly, you never know. Like, you never know.
Yeah, it's different, man. It's real. You got to go with somebody.
You
You're not
have to
gonna
go
sit
with
there-
somebody.
You're not gonna sit there by yourself and take a table, use the phone. No, you're gonna go with somebody to use the phone. Use the
What if you
table.
just mind your own f***ing business?
You're not gonna use the phone. You're gonna be walking around the track the whole time.
They're gonna be pressing you, nigga. You go to the store, you're gonna be kicking in all that.
When you get in there, on top is like, what's up? What do you run? Like,
Well, if I was like, I just in here,
As soon
I
as
did
you
some
walk
shit.
in there, they all rush the door.
the top is
All the homies was.
what you run with? Who you with?
No, they're gonna ask you for
White
sure.
boys, I'm with the homies.
So they say they make you do that. You have to. It's just like a part of it.
It's always run. It's been run like that for years. If it ain't broken, don't fix it.
That's the crazy thing, because like that part of it, I don't know. Could it ever be policed actually by like the guards? Could it ever be actually stopped?
You know what? I see that the California prison system is the only prison system that segregates race. So now the prison and the PC situation is getting so bad that Cali knows that they fucked up. They fucked up by doing that. That's why they're trying to flip all the yards again.
It's almost like it seems at some point as if like it was in their best interest for that to even be a thing, because then there's this constant feud between people. Because at
I
some
think
point,
it has its pros and cons too.
what would the pros be?
If a black takes off on me or I take off on a black in the cell and it gets bad, it's gonna be a riot on the yard.
No, but so what I'm saying is, I get that
So
point.
you want to live with your race?
But before that is even a thing, like it almost seems like it's because it's not being policed there.
I wonder
at
how that
level.
shit started. Yeah, but
Meaning like it's almost encouraged that it's a thing because it's not being stopped, and because it's a thing, it keeps people fighting each other. You know what I'm saying?